My name is Mwai, and what a pleasure it is for me to be able to just share a few words of wisdom. And in this particular broadcast, I want to share on what I have entitled, The Wisdom of Being Selective. The wisdom of being selective. You know, the more I advance in years, I realize that sometimes life is not what it's cracked up to be, especially when you're much younger and you want to be involved in everything. You want to be popular, you want to have many friends, you want to go places and what have you. But the older you grow, the wiser you become. You actually begin realizing that it is important to be very selective. You have to begin exercising the power of selectiveness. In other words, you begin to guard your spaces. For example, and let's go through a few of the things that you need to be selective about. The first thing is that you must learn to be selective where people are concerned. You know, don't just allow everybody into your space. Not everybody is your friend. Not everybody who looks like your friend is actually your friend. And you have to use wisdom to be able to know who are your true friends, who are the people who really click with you. Those people you can actually allow into your circle. You have to choose wisely. There are some people who are very attractive, but eventually you realize that they were never meant to be in your life. And the people who probably the time that you spend with them is just a short season, and you have to know which hand to shake and which hand to let go. You have to learn to be selective. Protect your space, protect your circle, choose your friends wisely. Don't just allow everybody in. There are people who want to come into your life for all the wrong reasons, and it is your responsibility for you to be able to use wisdom to be selective. So the first thing, you must be selective where your friends are concerned, where people are concerned. Number two, you must be selective on how you spend your time. I mean, you cannot just allow your time, just a free flow of time and people or things, making a demand on your time, and you're not selective. Because the older you get, you realize that time is short and you need to be able to be a good time manager. There are some things that you did or you used to do when you're much younger, or you're doing when you're much younger. But the older you go, the more you advance and the more you become refined, you must drop them out of your life. You cannot just engage yourself with everything. In fact, I have discovered you have to be so selective with your time that you only engage in a few things. Just a few things. I realize it's only a few things that matter, so that you manage your time well. You engage in those things, and the things that you engage in them deeply. Don't become so spread thinly. You want to be everywhere. You want to please everybody. You're going to wear yourself out. So you must be selective about the use of your time. Finally, you must also be selective about the things that you engage in. The activities around your life, the activities in your life that you actually engage in. You do not have to agree to every activity. You don't have to agree to every invitation. Oh, come and do this, or come and do that, and come and do the other. There's some things that will just drain you, and you know yourself. There's some things that will just leave you tired and weary. They will just burn you out. You must find things that energize you and be selective and choose a few things, choose a few activities that build you up. Choose those activities that add value to you so that you're guarding your space. And the more you do that, the more you become selective and use wisdom to select your friends, wisdom on how you use your time, wisdom on what activities to engage in. And of course, we can go on and on being selective. But the moment you begin on that trajectory, on that path, then you begin to realize that first and foremost, you are more freer. The obligations on your life become fewer. And there's more time in your hands to be able to engage in things that add value to your life. So use wisdom. Be selective. Don't just allow anything and everything to come and make demands on you. You don't have to respond to everything. By the way, you also don't have to respond to every text message. Nowadays we belong to so many WhatsApp groups and what have you. You don't have to respond to every one of them. You don't have to respond to every message you receive on social media. You don't have to respond to every email that you receive. You don't have to respond to everything. Select what is important and the things that are probably maybe addressed to you personally. But if you don't need to don't waste your time engaging in things that don't add value to you. Please share these words of wisdom with somebody on all our social media platforms. You can just go ahead and click that share button and let somebody also be helped. May the Lord bless you, and may the Lord cause His face to shine upon you. God bless you.